The voice of the drum calls. It sings a song of those who came before us and those to come. A song of survival and strength. A song of participation and voice. A song that calls us together. When we come together and participate in the 2010 census, we use this tool as the voice of all our Native people. Our voice. It is in our hands. 2010 census.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Acosta. Welcome to the Native News Update on Monday, May 10th. Many of the stories you hear here can be found at our website, IndianCountryNews.com. And here's the news for the day from the Associated Press and other Native news sources. Prosecutors in northwestern New Mexico said they will prosecute hate crime charges against 3 men accused of branding a swastika on a mentally challenged man's arm using a heated metal clothes hanger. Jesse Sanford, Paul Beebe, and William Hatch, all in their 20s, were charged May 7th with kidnapping, aggravated battery causing great bodily harm, and other felony charges. The men were jailed with bonds set at $150,000 cash. The 3 white men are accused of forcing the 22-year-old victim from the Navajo reservation into a car on April 29th and driving him to an apartment. Besides branding the man's arm, police say the suspect shaved a swastika into his hair and drew degrading words and pictures on his body with permanent marker. Assistant Secretary of Indian Affairs Larry Echohawk announced that he has selected Keith Moore as Director of the Bureau of Indian Education. Moore, an enrolled member of the Rosebud Sioux tribe in South Dakota, has been serving as the Chief Diversity Officer at the University of South Dakota since August 15th of 2009. Moore's appointment will become effective on June 1st. Keith Moore has served Indian Country as a dedicated educational administrator for many years, Echohawk said. I will rely on him as part of my senior management team as we move forward to improve the quality of education in Indian Country. He will be responsible for the line direction and management of all education functions, including the formation of policies and procedures, the supervision of all program activities, and the approval of the expenditures of funds appropriated for education functions. Over her dazzling 5-decade career, Lena Horne soared from Cotton Club showgirl to the screen's bronze bombshell to one of Broadway's grandest dames. She made her remarkable flight while toting the expectations of 2 races on a thrush's fragile wings. The 92-year-old actress, activist, and vocalist, honored with Grammys, Tonys, and the NAACP's highest award, passed away May 9th in New York. In 1943, when she made her name in the Hollywood musicals Cabin in the Sky and Stormy Weather, Miss Horne became the first African-American woman to cross the color barrier. One of nature's flawless creations, she embodied the contradictions and confluences of race in America. Among her forefathers were both slaves and a Vice President, John C. Cullen, a vocal proponent of slavery. The Black Cullens traced their ancestry to Senegal. The Hornes were descendants from British adventurers, Native Americans, and freed slaves. The Jacarea Apache Nation of northern New Mexico and the Mescalero Apache tribe in southern New Mexico are getting federal housing grants. The Jacarea Apache Housing Authority will receive $1.3 million, while the Mescalero Apache Housing Authority was awarded $2.5 million. Funds can be used to develop affordable housing, rehabilitate existing housing, or for such activities as managing low-income housing and crime prevention. The University of Montana plans several events May 13th to celebrate the completion of the Payne Family Native American Center. The center will house UM's Department of American Indian Studies, American Indian Student Services, and related campus programming. The formal dedication ceremony will take place from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. on the UM Oval in front of the center. Author and historian Joe Medicine Crow will offer the opening convocation. Other speakers include Native American activist Eloise Cobell, Native American Studies alumnus John Swan, and Governor Brian Schweitzer. And that's the latest roundup of news from Indian Country on this edition of the Native News Update. I'd like to thank you for joining me and have a grand day.